What are your feelings about AI art? And I don't just mean your surface opinions and intuitions or irritations about the slop content you might find littering your feeds at any given moment in the past year. I mean on a deeper level, what are the limits and possibilities of AI as a legitimate apparatus of aesthetic expression? Is it capable of creating true art in the fullest sense? Which of course involves deeper questions about the nature of art itself. Is this art? Is this art? Am I AI? There's been a lot of discussion about this online recently, but not always framed in reference to these larger questions in a coherent way. Some of the AI art that we encounter is clearly slop, effortless content clearly devoid of any particularly careful creative attention. But some of it is more sophisticated, like this AI band with nearly 500,000 listeners on Spotify. So where does the slop start and the art begin? I'm particularly wondering if you have opinions about this as a creator. I myself have been asking these questions in an ongoing series about the role of the creator in the age of digital media. At any given moment in the history of human creation, the conditions of creative technology deeply inform the nature of the creative act. We are influenced by our tools. But this is the first time that as a creator, I sometimes feel like it's less a case of me using the tool so much as being used by it. So I'd like to invite you to an online discussion of these things, an informal chat hosted by an online learning community called Grokist. Now, Grokist has no relation to Grok AI, which actually took that name after this community had already come into existence, both drawing on the science fiction novel Stranger in a Strange Land. Not a particularly convenient overlap, but that's just how things swirl in this strange, possibly simulated informational feedback loop of a digital world we're living in. To grok, in the science fiction sense, means to understand something in its fullness, to understand something in such a way that the knower themselves undergoes a profound transformation. It can even be synonymous with love. And this leads to another way of framing this whole question. Is AI art capable of creating that deep, transformative interruption of the psyche that we encounter in the moment of encounter with true art in the mystical and sacred sense? Can it transform us like sacred art does, or like love does? And so I would love to have you participate in this discussion. If you have thoughts and feelings about this will be a safe space where everyone's opinions will be respected, even if you don't happen to agree. Also, look at this really sick flyer we made. If you can believe it, this was not made by AI. This is a bioethically drawn Clydesdale. So I'll be asking questions like this. Is AI art inherently ethically problematic? What is the nature and meaning of art in the first place? And what's your relationship with AI as an artistic tool or as an entity in general? In other words, can artificial intelligence make intelligent art?